Hey y'all, it's your girl Hood Barb, aka Yas the Goat, and we're finna get into some real money.
See, these niggas can't get off of me. Real boss bitch, so these bitches ain't a part of me. Never catch me like a hoe, my niggas taking off of me. You got some animosity, you want your nigga back hoe, come and take them off of me. Let me show you how to run this game properly. I'm the queen, let me teach you how it's supposed to be. See, I'm running nigga shit ain't how it used to be. Got a little bitch, all these niggas just ain't.
So this week I wanted to talk about something that's kind of sensitive to me, which is why I'm in my car, because right now I am dating and I am in a relationship. So I'd rather just have this conversation like one-on-one with myself and with you guys, so that it can be like the real deal. I don't want to just be saying whatever, you know. I mean, even though my dude may watch this vlog, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like I can be more genuine with you guys in this setting, you know what I mean? Okay. So a big thing that I want to talk about, because I feel like I'm encouraging girls to be dancers and to be strippers or sex workers. I really cannot stand the like saying sex worker, because I'm not a sex worker. I'm not having sex for money. I mean, I get it. I guess it is a sex industry, but rappers are talking about sex and no one is saying that they're sex promoters or sex workers. I just kind of feel like that term is a little derogatory. Just like girls that sell their cat and they go around saying 304, like, no shade, I would never. It's just like, I don't know. Why would you like put terms on yourself? You know? I don't know. It's just my opinion. It's just my thing. I just feel like you have to watch how you brand yourself, because, yeah. Okay. Dating as a dancer, dating as a stripper, dating period is already hard, you know? But I just feel like a lot of times girls, they hop into this industry and they don't really see the toll that it takes on you as a female, as a woman, like, period. There's a lot of other things that I could talk about with the being a stripper, being a dancer, or in the entertainment business. But today, the focus is dating as a dancer, okay? Too often do I see girls, they start off dancing, they start off real innocent, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, they have a pimp, or they're looking for this and that. And I'm not trying to make no vlog to, like, throw shade on anyone's situation or to speak bad on anyone's situation, because at the end of the day, like, we all live and we all learn.
Right.
But I just feel like a lot of girls, they get into this business and they really don't, like, see their purpose. So it's easy to want to be a dancer and want to be a stripper because of the, like, money and that comes with it, right? But if you don't really know your purpose for being a dancer, you're gonna hop into this and you're gonna get eaten alive, literally. And, like, even in the moment, it may not look like it's taking a toll on you, but eventually it will. Eventually, your relationships and friendships with other people, it will start to affect it. I mean, I have cool ass friends that I have, but they're not strippers. They don't have no money like me. So in a way, we can't relate. I want to relate, but I can't relate because I want to go to these nice fancy places and I gotta pay for her. Or I want to do this constantly, but I'm paid for her. Or, you know, but she cool as fuck and we get along great. But, like, after a while of being the main one with money, you just kind of want somebody that's, like, on your level. And it's no shade to my friends that I talk to now. It's just the truth. Like, I mean, like, people always like, oh, she's a bitch, she's mean. Like, I'm just a realist. I'm realistic, and I'm not like to have these bitches walking around lying to themselves, okay? That's a big thing with me, is I'm a huge realist. Like, if something is off with me, I'm quick to tell myself before anybody. I'm always beating on myself, and that's why I just wanted to, like, do this vlog and let y'all know, like, I'm dating right now as a dancer. I've been in a relationship almost 2 years, and it be so hard. Like, y'all don't see what I go through. Like, I don't post up every little thing when I get into it with who I'm with. I have to constantly demand a certain respect. And it's so sad because I'm a female just like any other girl is a female that's not a stripper. And what if you're a stripper that don't do drugs? Like, I don't do drugs. I just smoke weed. drink alcohol. You're a stripper that's not fucking a second for the money. Like, what if you really getting it at your job and, like, you really do have respect for yourself? You know what I'm saying? And, like, you really do want men to respect you, and they shouldn't not respect you because you're a dancer. But truthfully told, when you work in the sex industry, period, men just handle you differently. And so I wanted a lot of girls to, like, take heed that warning when y'all want to jump into this profession. You know, like, I'm in a relationship, and, like, a lot of girls look up to me. You know, like, they always look for me to know the way. But say that the person I'm with don't see me for more than a dancer. It's just that when your life is, like, focused on money, that's what people kind of, like, categorize you to, is the money. You know, like, the men are going to handle you differently. They're going to look at you like a meal ticket and a piece of meat. Whereas other girls, they just get looked at as a piece of meat, and that's okay with them, you know? And I just feel like when you make money, men be like, oh, she make money, I want to talk to her. And you don't really know. He may be just talking to you because you make money. And, like, he may not be a pimp. He may be trying to be a boyfriend pimp because you're a stripper, you know? That backtracks their purpose as a dancer. When you making this money, but you really don't know what you're making it for. So you start making it for somebody else, but you're not really elevating. You're not really coming up. You probably with somebody for years and never really came up. Probably got one or two things in your name, if that. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's not a part of the game, okay? When you're a stripper, you don't need to find a pimp. You don't need to find a boyfriend pimp. Like, I just feel like you can be a dancer and you can demand respect like a 9-to-5 bitch do too. And you can have somebody that you be with that really respect you, as long as you respect yourself. And that's something that, like, I can admit that it's so hard for me. Like, now too, it's like I'm constantly propositioned all this money, you know? I'm constantly offered money at my job. I'm constantly offered things, you know? And, like, the real bitch that I am, I'm in a relationship. I don't do those extra activities, you know? But I can only imagine the girls that come to work and they barely make money, or they're struggling all night, or they're not used to making any money. So this customer come in and he's saying he got $500. You know, like, I just feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, it doesn't matter what your occupation is. You should still have enough respect for yourself to be respectful to your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that the dude that I'm with now, he probably be like, okay, I'm with a stripper, I'm with a dancer. Like, I don't know what she doing in those VIP rooms. Like, I don't know what she doing at her job. I'm not sitting with her at her job 25/8. You know what I'm saying? It's really like a trust thing, you know? And it's really hard. It's so much harder to gain trust in a relationship when you're a stripper. It's so much harder to demand trust in a relationship when you're a stripper or when you're a dancer or any of that. Like, you know, like, I just feel like even girls that do, like, OnlyFans or shit. When you work in the sex industry, when you seek fast money as a woman, when you move quick on niggas or any of that, men, they just handle you differently, you know? And even though they doing the 9-to-5, bitch is bad too. Alright? They really just be having this little, like, stigma with the bitches that make money, and I've been noticing it. So I just feel like if you a female, you out here getting your bag, it's kind of ass backwards to go to the strip club and, like, press the niggas for bags, but then go pay somebody your bag. I mean, like, a lot of people's gonna hate me for this. I know girls be like, oh, but, like, you're with your dude and with you. I'm with my partner. I'm with a grown-ass man, okay? And that's what makes it a complete difference. I'm not out here looking for a pimp. I don't have a pimp. Please stop, okay? But a lot of girls, they go looking for a pimp, and, like, you really should look for a partner. Somebody that appreciates your hustle, want to see you do better. Like, I cannot stress. And this is the one thing I would give the dude that I'm with now, like, one of the biggest things that he have done for me while being in a relationship with him, while being a dancer, is the amount of self-respect that I have now that I did not have before. Like when I was single and I was like, oh, I'm single, I can do whatever the fuck I want, I can do this, I can do that. Now, like, I'm not single, I can't dip out my job with customers because they got $6,000-$7,000, and even though I know my hustle, I'm not finna do nothing. I can play him out his money in his house. Don't play, baby, because I didn't say what I didn't got a quick bags up out of niggas and they house. What are you gonna do? Because I'm not doing nothing for this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even those little like predicaments, I can no longer put myself in. Like, my bag is strictly on the stripper shit. I'm not leaving with customers and sucking and fucking. You know what I'm saying? One regular customer that I barely link up with, like. And then what we do is constantly like just us catching up because we barely link up. But every time it's a catch up process, and like, I don't know, I just feel like when you're dating someone and you're a dancer, you have to be mindful that, yeah, even though guys, they try to like act like they have no feelings or they don't give a fuck, right? But in reality, they just might give a fuck. Really try to take in consideration that they do care. They do. Niggas always acting like they don't care about nothing. They act like, you know, and then like, especially the dude that I'm with, like, being with somebody, one thing I can say is being with somebody that have been to jail and know how to like handle their emotions and like all of that shit, and being with them, and like me used to motherfuckers like doing what I say, me used to handling niggas, and like, this is probably the most healthy relationship that I needed and that I've been in, because I've been with so many men that just was handling me or using I was making money, or you know what I'm saying? Like, now somebody that I'm with is trying to show me a way to elevate as a woman and not let the money make me, but let me make the money. Let's say you 18 and you 19 years old and like you watching my YouTube, you like, oh, I follow you on social media and you make money and I want to do what you do and I want to make the easy money too because I'm pretty and I got a nice body and I got conversation, or if I don't, I can do it eventually, you know. I don't want to mislead the girls by having them do shit that I did. Like, in a way, like, I chased the glitz and glamour. Like, I chased the money. I was quick for the bag, and in some ways, I was taught harsh, you know. And that's why, like, a lot of motherfuckers, they be like, oh, I don't want to give you this, I don't want to give you that, I put in work for this and that. I'd rather steer you clear of the bullshit, okay? And that's what my whole vlog is about. Like, I'm not the type of girl to be like, oh, well, I went through this, you need to go through it too. Right? No, I do think you need to put in effort. I work for my bag. I don't care if a nigga hand me $12K. What? I'm at work, I'm working, I talk, my time is money. Well, you think I want to do this shit? You think I want to sit around tricks all day? You think I want to go to work with a motherfucker with cigarettes and motherfuckers tricks looking around? I don't. And sometimes I do because I like the money. But a lot of times I really don't. A lot of times I wish I could go clubbing and party, especially on the weekends. Like, but the weekends is the hottest days for a stripper, so it's like you more, you know, wanting to go to work those days. Like, you know, I just feel like when y'all being dancers, live, enjoy that shit. Don't ever be a dancer and let no man dictate your shit. Don't ever date as no dancer. Feel like you gotta pay your way to be with nobody. If you can't be with somebody without paying them your money, then that ain't real, that ain't genuine, and that ain't it on God. The fuck, if I go broke tomorrow and my leg break today, my nigga not gonna be like, oh bitch, I'm not fucking with you. Like, girls like get in relationships as dancers and they fail to realize that the men are insecure too, just how we get insecure as females. Because I'm confident as fuck. I'm confident as fuck. And bitches don't faze me. They don't do shit to me. A bitch do not faze me, I'm telling you quick. But when my nigga, listen, please don't. When my nigga even breathes a bitch way, okay? And that's for anybody. Like, I'm confident as fuck, and everybody that know me know I'm walking confidence, literally. But we all females, we all women, we all are emotional. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when you want to be a stripper and you want to date, move respectfully for the respect of your partner. Fucking in VIP rooms or doing all that extra stuff and then demanding all this respect from your partner because it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't. It don't. And that's one thing that being in like this fast money industry has showed me. It's like, as a woman, I still have to respect myself. And I have to give respect to whoever I'm with, you know? And so I just feel like this was a real big topic for me to touch on, because a lot of girls, they jump into this business and they think they know what the business is. And like, yeah, you may make a couple dollars and it may not affect you in a moment, but it's affecting you though. Yeah. I had niggas that worship the ground I walk on. My exes would die for a bitch back, literally. But now I know my worth. Now I know what I was doing wrong. Now I know the difference. Now when I seek relationships or friendships or anything with people, I try to remind myself that they may not be in the tax bracket that I'm in. They may still be a relationship that I want. You know, they may still be a friendship or a lover or something that I want. And I have to remind myself that even when I'm dating, hey, I'm a stripper and it may make him uncomfortable too. You know, niggas may be with 1,000 bitches or handle 1,000 bitches, but for a man, for their women to be going to a job and seeing other men nightly and all of that, like, I had to look at that and take that into consideration. Like, yeah, like, I'm in a relationship now and we have our issues and nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. He not perfect. But at the end of the day, like, this is my relationship. This is like what I'm working hard for. Like, what do you mean? And I don't want my stripper life to interfere with my happiness or like what I have going on. And I just feel like y'all need to remember that. And what you doing in VIPs, and they may try not to think about it, but they do. And y'all need to take that into consideration when y'all with y'all man or whatever. How may he feel, you know? And so when I started looking at it like that, I just started having more respect for who I was with. I try to have more respect for the females that I be around that may not be eating like me, but may want to, you know, or may not even. I mean, me personally, I covered this vlog to talk about dating and to like pre-warn girls on like being with guys and like them being in their feelings and being like insecure on the low. And you got to watch out for that. You really got to watch out for that, because men love to like feed into their pride. Seriously. And that's one thing that I've noticed too, being a dancer. It's like, I could be the best girlfriend in the world. Like, yeah, I probably got a mouth. And yeah, I may assume things. And yeah, I may like provoke a motherfucker to death. Especially when I'm annoyed and a motherfucker act like they're not even hearing anything that I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I'm a real bitch. Like, I know a billion motherfuckers that will fold in the situations that I am put in, and I come out on top every single time. I know that for a fact. So no shade on my name, none of that shit. Please stop. Like, I really genuinely feel like I'm a walking example on how to be a dancer and still be a respect, pride, and dignity. You know what I'm saying? If I was getting my cootie cat played with every night of my job, or leaving my cootie cat all that filled up, and I was sucking and fucking, I would not be on here telling anybody anything. I would never, ever, ever, ever think that that's paving the way for women. Ever. Because anybody can sell a cat. There's girls walking on the blades now in every state selling a cat that's not stripper bag. So I feel like the fact that I could sit up here and tell y'all my elevation from me doing things for money, like I used to do shit for money, I'm not going to act opposed to it. And that's another reason why I have to keep in mind when I'm in relations with people that I'm not what I was. I'm not who I was. That's not me. People be always speaking on my past, and it really helped me out now, because Bitches will die for the game that I have, and it's the truth, literally. And it's because I learned the harder way. And I'm trying to give y'all this game to make it easy for y'all, and I really don't got to. You know, I just feel like my temporary fog down moment. I just feel like when y'all dating men, like, just keep in mind that they be having their own insecurities. You don't never want to be with no man and be laying with somebody all the time and not knowing how they really feel about you. And, you know, I just feel like as a stripper, like, can't nobody tell me my hustle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I do. Like, I know that this is the only time in my life that I've ever been with somebody and ain't been like, oh, well, I'm a stripper, it's okay, I can finesse it. A big part of dating is being respectful to your partner. It doesn't matter if you're a stripper or not. And I just want guys to understand too. Like, if there's guys watching this, like, not all strippers is doing that. I got strippers I work with now that are in relationships that I talk to at work, and they're not sucking and fucking in VIP. You know, it's the truth. Not all strippers are doing that. Like, honestly. Because I feel like guys, they look at strippers at, like, the lowest of the lowest, like, right next to prostitution. And in a way, it kind of is. But if you elevate it from that, like, for me, it's harder to get me to solicit or sell myself. Because I elevated from that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So for the girls that come to the strip club where they don't got to sell themselves, where they're at a building to where men are supposed to spend money, that's what they came there to do, but they choose to sell themselves, that's astonishing to me. Because I've been in those situations far less and with less, and I'm now in the same situation as those girls, and I'm choosing not to do it. I'm choosing to have respect for myself and to have respect for my partner. And even though I was moving a little decent, I was already picking up on more self-worth and more respect as I grew up and over the years. And so when I started dancing when I was 19 and 18, 20 years old, dancing and all of that, I didn't really see the toll it could take on me as a female until now. I didn't see that men would treat you different and treat you bad or do weird shit until now. You know, like, I feel like men are real soft on the 9 to 5 bitches, but want to be real hardcore on us. But then when it use us to cheat on the 9 to 5 bitches, and I don't really understand that part, but how that work out, I am not that type of stripper. Like, I am not the stripper that's going to break up happy homes, honey. When your nigga stop giving me money, I will stop coming. Trust me. I don't want your man. I never will. I never want. It's disgusting. Period. But yeah, I just feel like I just wanted to cover this vlog and be funny and let these niggas know that everybody ain't sucking and fucking in VIP, and let these bitches know you ain't got to do all that. Be respectful to your man, because it's another bitch that can. You hear me? I just want to keep y'all in tune with the latest, with the baddest, with the gossip, with the tea. Because I know some bitches that sign us up for a short, okay? I'm like, can you cuss like this on YouTube? I don't know, but if you can, I don't know.